Hello. Wisdom on the go. So no. Um, I'm excited to be actually sitting down, to be honest, um, in the conference of wisdom on the go. We have to, we really must make it a practice to be more intentional, to do things with intention, to make sure that everything that we do, we're doing it with positive intentions, to make sure that we think about it, really process the thought of what we're doing, what we're about to embark on. Um, because sometimes we go about life and we don't think about it. We just do things, and we don't really think about um, the repercussions or the pros and the cons of it. What good it'll bring, what bad it'll bring. Um, and we have to think about all of that because you don't want to go into situations and your intention is not right. Because when that happens, you can get hurt, someone else can get hurt. It's serious. And you don't want to be, excuse me, held accountable for some actions that you could have prevented, that you very well could have prevented. Let's make sure that we are intentional about loving each other, that we are intentional about our spirituality, and being close to our Creator and having a connection with Him, that we are intentional about how we live our lives righteously and doing the things that are pleasing, the things that will bring comfort, not only to us, but to those around us. Always, everything that we do, we want to make sure that we're not thinking about how it affects us, right? When we do things, I think to be intentional with that is to think about how it affects someone else before we think about how it affects ourselves. And if it has positive effects on another person, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to have positive effects on us. And that is a great way to be intentional, putting others before yourself. We have to understand that we're not in this world alone. So when we go about handling business and doing things and going about the course of our day, we need to understand that other people are affected because they are in our surroundings. So because they are in our surroundings, we have to make sure that we are, first of all, doing things that's pleasing to God righteously. Make sure that we're setting good examples for other people because people are watching, they're listening. Okay. Make sure that we are helping and showing others the way. Make sure that we take time out to be a positive, a positive pillar in this world. Make sure that when we go about our daily activities, everything that we do when we lay down at the end of our day, we can say that we did good things, that we lived a righteous life, that we did not harm anyone, that we did not wrong anyone, that we did not lie, we did not steal, we did not cheat, that we did our best to make sure that we not only made God happy, but that we also made our hearts happy, that we were fulfilled within our hearts, and that others whom we interacted with only had good things to say about us. So we have to be intentional about everything. Everything. Sometimes we limit our intention to certain areas, but we have to expand our our intentions. Make sure that we are intentional in everything, everything, everything. With being intentional, it brings awareness and consciousness. You are conscious because if I'm intentional about doing something means I am aware that I'm doing it. I did it purposely. Purposely. So when if you know that and if you're going about your life and you're doing things purposely with intentions that are pure, good, and righteous, it makes for a very good mix in life. It really does. It makes for your character, a great, upstanding character in you. And that is a virtue because you will be surprised at how many people whose character is not what it should be. I mean, character is everything. And you can't fake it because at some point or another, the truth will be revealed. It always is. And when your truth, as the truth of your character is revealed, you lose people because you don't want someone who fronted or faked. You know what I mean? Who put on this facade and made it seem as though they were this one person or this one way when in actuality they're a whole different person and the way they live their life is a whole different way. So we have to be conscious and intentional about that and safeguard our character, safeguard all those virtues that God has given us that lie deep within. And we all should be bringing them out and letting them be seen in everything we do, because people watch, they see, and they hear. So you have to, you have to be intentional in this life. You have to, with everything that you do. That should be really one of our pillars, to be intentional. I intentionally love you. I intentionally support you. I intentionally do X, Y, and Z. I do it intentionally. It is not by mistake that I do it. Okay? MJK.